It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ. On demand, even if you're on the can.
Dude, come on.
If you missed it on a Fortune Friday, Kat went 3 for 3 today. It was bonkers. We'll get to that in a couple of seconds. Right now, let's get into the podcast. Say hi to Skylar.
Hello, Skylar.
Man, I've been missing you guys. I just had to call and tell you how much I love you and that I hadn't called and talked to you, so I'm just really missing you.
Yeah, but why? Why have you been so absent from our life?
I'll work on that.
Oh.
I'll work on that.
That's all we
I'll
ask.
do better tomorrow, he says.
I don't like to go through a whole week and not hear from Skylar.
Skylar, give me one good thing that's going on in your life right now.
The greatest thing going on right now is that I'm off of work until Sunday night, so I get to chill and relax.
Nice.
What do you do to relax, man? I mean, you hit the pipe and watch some TV, or what do you do?
I think he cooks. You like to cook.
That's it. I pretty much cook. Just going to be playing around with some food. I got a tent for my food cart, so I'm going to set that up since we got snow and see if that baby fits under there and probably cook something up.
Cute.
Like what? What's on the menu?
Walleye this weekend. So I'm going to do, I haven't used my fryer on this guy yet.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to do some fish and chips pretty much.
Nice.
Dang.
Did you say you had a Blackstone a while ago and you were doing some fun stuff on that? Was that you? Did you have a Blackstone?
Yeah, I did. I modified the recipe to make like a chicken sandwich with a Philly cheese
Yes.
style.
All right.
Turned out phenomenal.
Hey, do you have these recipes like digitalized? Are they like notes on your phone, or are they all in your head?
Oh, well, most of them I kind of just make up on the fly. You know, I work between a few different places from like American Test Kitchen to Pinterest, and then I just put my own ideas together.
Skylar.
Dude, start
Here's an
texting those into
idea.
me, will you? I want to start working on these too.
Here's an idea for you. Since the CBD-infused 5-course meal dinners are such a hit right now, you should do a cookbook called Sky High.
Ooh,
And then get some
Kat, I
tea.
will throw your
You can steal
got
that.
5%.
Yeah.
You got 5. I won't steal it. I'll kick you in 5%.
Listen, don't give her a
All
finder's fee because you know she stole it from somewhere else.
No,
She's-
I was like Skylar Sky High because those meals, like people are paying a lot of money to go and have like CBD infused pieces of like
you know you don't get high from CBD, right?
I know, but it mellows you out.
Yeah.
Like or you could do a weed dinner.
Dude,
like
throw
those
that
are big,
THC
too.
in there and let's roll.
That's what I meant, THC.
At my when I was in Colorado for my culinary classes, it was just starting to hit there like crazy.
Okay.
All right. And remember, if you steal from Kat, you stole twice. So have a great weekend, okay?
So yesterday was World Down Syndrome Day, 3/21. It always falls on. There was a video that I had posted about a week ago, and then I saw it everywhere yesterday, and it is. Her name is Madison Tevlin. Have you watched the movie with Woody Harrelson? It's called Champions.
No.
It is oh my God, where is it streaming? You have to watch it. It is so good.
With the list of things you give me every day that I have to watch, I would never leave my home.
Well, I mean, it's on Prime, but you watch it, and it's one of those feel-good movies. He's like this disgraced basketball coach, and he's like, who's the Bob? It was a Bobby Knight that
Yeah.
would throw the. He's like that, and then they were like, no, you have community service. You have to teach all these kids with Down syndrome and other disabilities to play basketball, and then they play basketball and they win, and it's such a good movie. But she is starring in this new campaign here. Listen.
Hey bartender, you assume that I cannot drink a margarita, so you don't serve me a margarita? So I don't drink a margarita. Your assumption becomes reality. And parents, you assume that I cannot live on my own, so you don't encourage me to live on my own. So I don't live on my own. Coach, you assume that I cannot hit harder, so you don't train me to hit harder, so I don't hit harder. And teacher, you assume that I cannot learn Shakespeare, so you don't teach me Shakespeare.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
So I don't learn Shakespeare. A-I-E-I-O.
She is so good, and it's such an amazing message. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Down syndrome people can't drink." Yes, they can. They can have a beer. They can do what everyone else can do, you know. And so I just think this is a good platform, having our own show to talk about stuff like this. That sometimes people feel uncomfortable to talk about Down syndrome people, which is it's an odd thing. They are like some of the most joyous people I've ever had.
I was going to say
contact
a
with.
few of the kindest people I've ever known in my entire life
Yeah.
were kids with Down syndrome that that I either knew like in high school or like were brothers and sisters of friends that I had in college and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I agree. There's obviously a stigma, but there's a level of what we don't have, they have, as far as seeing the best in everything.
Yes.
And obviously something we can pull from the way they live their lives. And I don't want to categorize people too much, but you find somebody with Down syndrome and they find so much more joy in the life we live. And it's almost like they have a filter of the crap that just truly does not matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't get to them where it gets to us in our everyday lives.
It's like Dr. Phil says, always prepare your child for the next year of their life. You know, if you are somebody that has a Down syndrome child and you're having kind of a tough time with it, raise them like you would a normal child and they will pick up on it. And I have friends that have Down syndrome kids that were celebrating yesterday with their funky socks and stuff. And it's just nice to just highlight them and not, I don't know what the other word is, just highlight them in the right way, you know, not for their
celebrate their abilities.
Yes. So if you want to watch the video, head to my Cat KCLD page. It is so cool and it is eye-opening.
I had a job when I was maybe like a freshman in high school bagging groceries. The little town I grew up in, we had one grocery store. It was a Red Owl.
Yeah.
And a kid that went to my high school, his name was Gary, and he was the older brother of one of my best friends that I played ball with. And he was like, he managed the football team and the basketball team.
Yeah.
And he was the kid in the hallway that everybody would be high-fiving and was always happy. Anyways, we had the job was you bag the groceries, you put them in this plastic bin. And if you go to places like, I think Teals and Spicer still does this. I think the Teals in Paynesville might also, but you put the big cart on a roller, and it rolls outside, and then you give somebody a big plastic ticket,
right?
And then they drive up and they give you the ticket, right? This is pretty old school, but he would out hustle all the rest of us because every once in a while we'd get a tip, right? And you knew which people that came through would get tips. And even if he didn't put the card out there, as soon as he saw that person, he was immediately outside waiting for it or whatever. He out-hustled all of us. And it's just those great stories that come through that make you realize they're probably a hell of a lot happier than you and I are.
Yeah.
And again, if you can celebrate those abilities and learn a little something, then I think it's all part of the big plan. I was thinking about this last night because I looked at my super spoiled 16-year-old, and here's what happened. He's a catcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his chest protector had a strap that snapped. So, of course, I said, I can fix that. Okay. And he goes, no, I'm just going to need a whole new catching set.
Yeah, that's me.
And I said, not a prayer. There is not a chance of spending $300 on a brand new catcher set because a strap broke on your chest protector.
Derek has always been the one that's like, let me see if I can exhaust all my resources and fix something. And I'm always the one that's like, well, we have enough money.
I said that. I went into another room. My phone went ping.
Oh, no.
Because he took it to my wife, and she goes, sure, no problem, honey. We love you so much. And bought him, like, everything he wanted. So it made me start thinking about there's no way on God's green earth I would have ever even gone to my parents with a request like this.
Yeah.
My dad would have said, all right, you're in for 3/4 of it with your job that you had when you were 16. My spoiled child doesn't realize any of this. So I threw up on our Facebook page that we knew Kat grew up, relatively wealthy. I didn't.
won't apologize for that, by the way.
And you shouldn't. I mean, it
you
wasn't.
You make me feel like I should.
Well,
which is
I'm just trying to make you feel worse because I feel bad.
Okay.
So I wanted to know what people had for knockoff stuff when they were growing up. And this one hit kind of close to home. Tina said, my mom and dad had 8 kids, 2 sets of twins. Ooh. I got teased in school because my tennis shoes were from Kmart. The majority of our clothes came from Kmart. I remember cutting the labels off my shoes, coat, and everything so it didn't say Kmart. My twin brother and I wore a lot of hand-me-downs. Sheila said in the 70s, all my girl classmates were wearing Levi's with a white patch on the back. Mm-hmm. My mom sewed a white patch on my jeans so I could fit in, but I was teased because my jeans weren't really Levi's.
Wow.
She
Kids
tried.
Are horrible.
Yeah. My grandma made us her version of Zubas, said Jessica. My grandma used to sew us stuff all the time. She would crochet like Christmas sweaters
Yeah.
that we'd have to wear to church. And when you go to Christmas church, it's always 650 degrees in there. I remember sweating like a fool with that kind of stuff on.
There's no good Zuba out there, by the way. So don't even feel bad that. Why would you ever? You don't own a Zuba. You don't own a pair of
I used to
Zubas.
rock Zubas like they were my job.
So there's a guy that I used to work with in Fargo, and his name is Dave, and his voice is like, it's on a lot of things that you would have heard. But he would wear Zubas, and they were so thin. And he would lay. We had this huge couch next to the front entrance where people would come in to get their prizes. He would lay there, and you would see everything. And no one had the guts to say, Dave, go put on some underwear.
Put it away, Dave.
Jeans. Yeah.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, anyways. Tanya said, my son had Truff religion jeans instead of True Religion jeans.
Okay.
Lucas said, of course, we had the bagged cereal, not the good stuff out of the box. I've heard Kat tell the stories about eating the stuff on the top shelf from the grocery store, and it makes me a little bit sad. But if you grew up a little bit like me and you want to share in my pain and agony, that's up on our Facebook page right now. I'd love to get your answer on that. Monday morning, got $1,000 cash for you on the live show, plus drunk adult or little kid. Katie did this.
I ran through some sand dunes and had my bathing suit ripped off.
Yeah, but that was a drunk adult or little kid move. You'll find out and hopefully predict it correctly for some goodies Monday morning. It's not just Friday, it's a Fortune Friday. So it was a few years back. Kat texts me. She's like, hey, I'm at a rummage sale. I found these tarot cards. I think they would be fun to do on the show. And so I texted her. I said, hey, how much are they? And she's like, 50 cents. And I'm like, we don't have that kind of budget. So she talked the lady down to a quarter, and we got them.
We got him.
Since then, magic across several countries when people call in to find out what's going to happen in their life next. Now,
I go out and some people are like, wow, you were so spot on. Half of what you said happened.
one of the things we didn't realize when Kat brought these back to the studio is these tarot cards are from the 1950s, and they're actually 1950s housewife tarot cards. They're specific for 50s housewives.
But when you hear it and you read into what is said, you're like, that does make sense.
When the universe comes together, it doesn't matter if you're a 1950s housewife or a 2024. What are you, Nicole?
A newspaper delivery
Okay,
person.
you're a 2024 newspaper delivery girl. All right. So, Nicole, we know that you're a Cancer. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, Kat, why don't we start with her horoscope?
I will do that today. You'll feel grounded, clear-headed when you wake up. Ask questions and exchange ideas with your most brilliant companions. You'll also learn much through doing that, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty when it comes to taking on new skills or knowledge. And then good vibes are going to flow in tonight. Focus on your goals and trust that the universe is going to throw you a lucky break or two.
Oh, I like that.
All right?
All right. And if you pulled out a tarot card for Nicole to kind of predict her future, what would it be?
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand. I love when we have positive cards. The star popped out, stands for admiration, limelight, and success.
There it is.
So that last line of your horoscope, lucky breaker 2. Good luck, Nicole.
I could use it.
Okay.
I could use it.
All right,
It's
sweetie.
coming because I'm never wrong. So.
Hang in there. We appreciate you checking in. I got time for at least one more, maybe two. Hi, Kayla. How are you?
Good, and yourself?
Great. Big plans for the weekend?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
All right. Living Kat's life. All right. Good for you. And we know that Kayla is an Aries. What's going on with her horoscope?
Kayla, you're going to be blessed with a burst of efficiency that's perfect for wrapping up the work week on a high note. Use this energy to edit, improve, and submit projects trusting in your capabilities. Kayla can do it. This energy is also great for bonding with colleagues, marking the perfect excuse to arrange like a group outing for lunch. Oh, that sounds like the worst. Use this planetary placement to reconnect with yourself and your deepest desires.
All right. So that's
Okay.
the horoscope. That's what's kind of going on in your universe. Now, here is what your tarot says.
This is the 4 of Pentacles. This is kind of a weird one. You can do with it what you will. Stands for selfishness, hoarding, and fear of risk.
Jeez, are you somebody that just saves everything, Kayla?
Yep.
Oh, look
Okay.
at that. Dialed
do
in.
you have a fear of risk? Because your horoscope says trust in your capabilities and submit projects. Maybe you don't trust yourself that you're doing a good job.
Yep.
Okay.
Jeez, this is coming up all Kayla, huh?
If you can't believe in yourself, who's gonna? Just like if you don't love yourself, who's gonna? You can't possibly go out into the dating world thinking you're a piece of trash or a piece of crap and then expect someone to think that you're not.
You can always pay someone to love you.
True.
Yeah.
No, I am married. So.
Okay, good.
But I do find myself as a perfectionist, and obviously you can't be perfect. So
Time to break out of your bubble.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with expecting enough from yourself. You can do it, Kayla.
Thank you.
2 White Claws, you're there. Have a
good
great
day,
morning.
guys.
You too. Take care.
You literally give the worst advice.
It's great advice for a girl like Kayla. She needs a couple of drinks to get her out of her bubble. And Christopher's going to wrap up a Fortune Friday. What's good, man? How are you?
Pretty good.
And you're a Leo, right?
Correct.
All right. Horoscope for Christopher, Kat.
Christopher, your horoscope today says take your time preparing for the day ahead. The luminary placement brings precision to your movements, making it easier to flow through tasks without feeling overwhelmed, which is always good. A financial check-in may also be in order, and budgeting for the weekend ahead can help prevent overspending. You're going to feel empowered by the idea of personal transformation this evening.
Oh, look at that.
Is that something you've been kind of dealing with, something that you want to improve on yourself?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I always, try and remind myself to, be a better me. Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Wait, you're telling me you genuinely have a conversation with yourself saying, I need to be a better me?
I always do.
Yeah, like, you don't ever put yourself in check, like, hey, man, you're slipping.
You should.
Like,
Never.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
You should.
I just always assume it's going to go well.
Thank God I'm here to yell at Adam.
Hey, that's a good way to think, though.
Be a better person.
All right. How about his tarot?
Tarot card that popped out was the 9 of Wands, which stands for obstacles overcome, imminent success. Both very good things.
Dude, it's all coming up you today.
Cool.
Yeah, what do you do for a living, man?
I build houses.
All right.
And fix things.
Gotcha.
I awesomize.
I awesomeize. That's it. I'm stealing that. I'm for sure jacking that. That's a great job, man. Well done. I appreciate you checking in. I hope you have a tremendous weekend.
Hit me with the free money.
Rachel was quite surprised to find out that she was caller number 10 and she's going to be playing for $5,000.
Let's go, Rachel. Woo! Did you hear yesterday's play at all? Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. How disappointed were you in the fact that Kat just can't get this right?
The words were stupid.
It was an interesting set of words.
Yeah.
And it was interesting that Kat couldn't get one single match. And you had said when we answered the phone that you literally just had the radio on and you were shoveling, kind of swiping the snow off your car. Like, I give this a shot. Yep. What if this turns into $5,000? What do you start spending this money on?
Oh, gosh. Probably some fun activities on the vacation we're taking in April.
Where are you guys headed?
I don't know. We're going to Lake Powell for my brother's wedding.
Where's Lake Powell? I don't know where that is.
In Utah.
Okay.
In Utah.
You ever been to Utah?
Yes. Not for very long.
I laid over at the airport there once, and I was having a beer, and the waitress came over, and she's like, anything else I can get you? And I had maybe a sip left in my beer, and I go, yeah, can I get another one? And she goes, no. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, we can't serve you another drink until that's completely gone.
Can you imagine how much waste they don't have?
I sat there just staring at her like a cat looking at the sun. I was just like, I couldn't analyze that you couldn't get me another beer. So, well, you got that to look forward to. So let's get you. Yeah, very, very odd stuff. So let's get you some money. First, you've got to decide, who are you playing with, Kat or myself? Who's going to give you the best chance at winning?
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to give. Since Kat went yesterday, I'll go with JJ.
All right, great. Smart lady, super smart lady. I'm going to excuse myself. Kat will give you all the rules. And when I come back, I'm going to make sure you get $5,000, all right?
Oh, awesome.
Let's go,
Thanks.
Rachel.
Here we go. Let me get your timer. We're going to watch him walk up the stairs. I got to see him on the... And you can watch this. We post this video every single day. You'll see him out in the hallway. All right.
Okay.
He is there. And I have your 5 words that could score you $5,000. I'm going to start your timer. I need your first word that comes to mind for each word, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Downhill.
Skiing.
Bank.
Oh, gosh. Bank. Money.
What I would have said. Frame.
Frame. Picture.
Okay, so you think he's going to say picture or photo? I'm not
Oh,
telling you what to
gosh.
say. I'm just putting it out there because it's a lot of money.
Okay, let's go photo.
Are you sure? I don't want to sway you. I'm just saying those are two options.
Because it's not the same, right?
Well, it is, but I can't say if he says photo, I can't take picture.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go like picture frame. I'm
Okay.
thinking like picture frame,
Yep.
photo frame. I don't usually say that. So, yeah.
That was
picture.
the first word. Okay, got it. Silver.
Do you think he'll say silver dollar or gold? I'm going to go with dollar.
Okay.
No, let's go gold.
Gold. Oh, man. I hope he doesn't say dollar. All right. And then brain.
Brain.
Derek just texted me and said I have to stop swaying people. So I'm not swaying them. I'm just having you think about it because I want you to win this money. I know you'll do good things with it. So brain.
Okay. So brain. That is a tough one. Smart.
All right. Sounds good. We're going to call him in. I'm going to write down that word. I'm going to stop your clock. We are ready to go.
Well, now that everybody's ready for their lunch break.
So listen, there was a word and it's a lot of money. So I said, what do you think he's going to say for real? Because there are two ways
the game
to say
should
one of
be
them.
what's the first word that comes
And she
to
did.
your
She
mind?
went with that. So Derek texted me, said, stop swaying her. And I didn't. I said, I don't want you to say one, and I encouraged you to say another. So,
well, I'm more confused than when I got back in here. So let's go.
All right, let's go.
$5,000, Miss Rachel. Let's do this.
all right. First word.
Right.
Let's go with downhill.
Skiing.
Got it.
Yeah, Rachel.
Okay.
$5,000. Let's go.
Okay, you're a lunatic. Bank.
First word that came to my mind is money.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
Rachel. $5,000. Let's go.
All right. Next one. Let's go with the one that she was swaying on. Frame.
Oh.
Picture.
Oh,
That's
my God. So I said, do you think he's going to say picture or photo? Photo frame, picture.
I don't know if I've ever used the phrase photo frame.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, girl. Good job. Next one.
Oh, gosh.
Let's go with brain.
Oh, come on.
He is so nervous.
I just have to go with what's first in my head. Brain power. No! What did you say?
She said smart.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Well,
But a lot of people have brains and they're dumb.
Everybody has
that or
brains.
fart. Brain fart or brain smart.
Oh, I didn't even think brain farts. Dang it.
All right. Last one.
Shoot.
Silver. This was one she went back and forth on too. Silver.
Gold.
She said gold.
Oh,
my
Rachel.
God.
Oh, Rachel.
4 out
Four
of
out of
5.
Yeah, brain was kind of a hard one.
I am so sorry.
Went and picked Liam up, and then we went home, and I made some dinner, and it was just kind of an easy night. So
There will come a day, and every day when I ask you how your day was, you always include picking him up, so that's obviously a big part of your day. Will your life be... the question I should ask is, how long will it take for you to recover from when he finally goes, oh, no, my friend has their license, I don't need to ride home anymore?
Yeah.
Will that be a moment?
Yeah. It will be a moment. Thank you. And it's probably going to be in about 4 years because his friend Crosby is like 2 years older than him for about 30 days.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so he's going to get his license and they already have it worked out. I'll be ready by this time. We'll go in for morning ball. We'll do some lifting, leg day, arm day, get swole. And I'm like, that's so nice. That's cute. But
But your mom needs that time.
I get worried, I get nervous, but other than that, I'll be ready.
If my 3 knucklehead kids were able to figure it out, yours will be all right.
Yeah.